Hi guys, it's Fiona again, and for our Freebie Friday today we're going to make some charms out of paper. So and this is Freebie Friday number 10, and when you get your sheet you'll have a couple of rows of squares and a couple of rows of circles. So if you haven't yet joined my Facebook group, it's linked below. Every Friday I have a Freebie Friday printable and then we make something with it. So today we're making these little charms, and I've started some, but they're not quite finished yet. But this is roughly what they look like. And then you just put your little jump ring in there. But we need to cover both sides with the glossy accents, or I used Dimensional Magic, which is basically the same sort of thing. But I had a bit of an accident with mine. I dropped it. So I've got a little mark there. But if you don't do that, you don't drop it, it'll come out all nice and smooth and plasticky. So, yeah, quite cute little charms. Then I have another one which is dry on this side, so you can hear it dries very hard. So I'm just going to let those dry, and then I'm going to show you how I made them. Okay, so here we go. You'll just need obviously your sheet or whatever you're cutting out. And a good idea is, if you want to make your charms match your journal, say if you've used a particular kit and you've used one of the pages on the cover, you might want to just resize that page down, and you can make a little charm to match your journal cover. Or you could use any part of the kit really and do it that way. Doesn't really matter what size, or fairly small, but okay, so where was I? Sorry, my phone just rang. So I'm just going to cut these out. I've already cut out one of the circle ones. And the way I've done it is, you know, there's one image you can use on the front and one on the back. So I've chosen this one for the front and this one for the back of that one. And now I'm going to do this little, this is cute. This is a little advertisement for condensed milk. Little girl there. And then she's feeding her doll. And then for the back is a little, just a write-up thing all about condensed milk. So that I'm going to do those ones as well. So just need to cut these out. Hopefully I can cut them straight. My last ones I did use the paper trimmer, but I'll just use some scissors. And it needs to be reasonably straight, but you don't have to be perfect, because we do sand the edges down with some sandpaper to get just to smooth down the edges a bit. So I'm just going to do those ones. And what you need is a thickish piece of cardboard. So I've got just an old cardboard box here. If you don't have any, you can layer up some cardstock. You can layer it up in about 3 or 4 layers and glue it together. So it's sort of the thickness of a cardboard box. So I'm going to glue these down. I'll start with the corner because it makes it easier. Oh, that's not. Hold on a sec, I'll just get my proper glue. That wasn't it. That was my dimensional magic I was trying to use then. So yes, you'll need some glossy accents or this stuff from Mod Podge, which is dimensional magic. It's basically the same thing. You can also use, what's it called? You could also use your PVA glue or any sort of a shiny. Oh, and another thing actually, another trick that I learned is you can use clear nail polish. Clear nail varnish will do the trick as well. One down. Oh, actually, I've done that wrong. Oh, goodness me, where's my brain? I meant to glue the front one down first. We don't want to do the back one just yet. So the image that you want on the front, glue that down first to the cardboard. So and my little round one, I've already cut out the cardboard as well because I had a 1-inch paper punch. So I'll get my front image and glue it on there. Yeah, the little circles are 1 inch. But you know, you can make bigger charms, any size. Right. So they're glued down. So I'll cut this one out. So while that's drying, I'm going to back these on the back of the cardboard onto some, well, I've just got dictionary page. You can use dictionary page or book page. It's just so that if the back image, you know, has a border around it or anything, you've got some, you're hiding this cardboard. Plus it gives it an extra layer of strength. So I'm going to glue them down onto there now. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. And cut around those. I think these are very cute, these little embellishments, charms. And by the time they're finished, you wouldn't really know that they're made out of paper. because they come out quite with a plasticky kind of a coating. So that's one. I also like to make things out of clay, which I haven't done for quite a while. So at some later stage, I'll just show you how to make some charms out of clay. So what we want to do now is first do some inking. Actually, we can probably poke our holes down. So just wherever you want it, as long as you've got enough room for your chain. And I'm using this punch because it punches a smaller hole. Not sure where to do this one. So enough room for your link, your chain link. You know, not too far in. Oh, that's not tough. There we go. And it's not called a chain link. What is it? Oh, a jump ring. Jump ring. So now I'm just going to do the inking before I actually put the backs on. I'm using gathered twigs today. So we want to get the sides as well. Or actually you could do your sandpapering before you do this. I have a little offcut of a sanding block. And this has helped to get your edges smoother and more even. You probably want to wait for your glue to dry though. And this is just an optional step, you know. You don't really have to unless there's some big, you know, big pieces sticking out that you want to file down. So that's optional. Blow those bits off there. Let's finish the inking. Then I'll put the image on the back. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Well, I know what I'm thinking is I should have put the image on the back before I punched my holes. That's okay, I can fix that. Make sure it's up the right way. There we are. This one. This one doesn't really matter which way up it is. And more inking, and then I'll punch the holes again. And see, if you use a darkish colour ink, it's much better because all the edges look more uniform then. So we've got the little condensed milk girl, and that's all about condensed milk on the back, and our little Renaissance painting girl, and just some medieval script on the back there. So I'm just going to punch through this again. Just make sure it's lined up. Okay. So the last step, Lizzie, is to add your glossy accents or dimensional magic. There we go. I'll probably need to. This keeps drying out because I don't have a lid for it. Just doing that. Now, so I usually start around the edges and then fill in the center. And as you can see, it is dimensional. So you just fill it in. It's self-leveling, and just fill it in, trying not to get any air bubbles. And you should end up with a nice flat surface. And if you do your edges as well, try and get your edges. You might have to get a tool to maybe just hold that still. And then I'll do this one. So this usually takes 3 hours, it says. So that'll take 3 hours to properly dry, and then we can do the back. But we'll just look at the ones that I've done and see if they are dry now. Yep, they're dry on the front. So all I need to do is do the back. You can see they dry nice and hard. But because of this you know, making the video and I don't really have the time. That's the one that I dropped. I sort of dropped it on top of this one, so that's why it's like that. I'm just going to put my chain, sorry, my jump ring in this one just to show you. Jump rings. My brain's not with it today. Well, it's getting on towards tonight now. So I put these aside, and before they're dry they do look a little bit cloudy, but that will dry clear. Put those aside to dry for a few hours. And then I'll put my little jump ring in here. Okay, not sure if I opened that enough. Not really. Oh, damn, it just flicked off then. Never mind. You're really watching me struggle in this video. Sometimes my fingers just, they don't do what I want them to. But I'm sure you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. Another, didn't really want a big one, too big. But this one's very hard to undo. That one. Try a thinner one. Here we go. This time don't let it go. There we go. Okay, so that one's in. And then you just dangle it from, you know, your journal spine, or maybe on the side of a page, from a tab, or anywhere you want to. And I think they're very, very cute. So that is our little charms, our little paper charms. Okay, so that's the Freebie Friday for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.